It's a story it's a real effort at humanity trying to control its own destiny.
They said they're looking for a female actress that has is going to be playing a post-human. There's going to be a range of emotions that you'll be able to show and restrain, and just that I think was such an interesting challenge, because I've always played the tragic beauty that is just at the height of her emotions, and to be playing a character that I know can't express that to the full extent that I usually like to was a challenge.
It is a story of a total change of the human experience. And does that make it inhuman?
Mortlake thinks you and I are animals, creatures that cannot make choices, who are stuck on an inevitable Darwinian treadmill. But Mortlake thinks he's reinvented the treadmill, and he thinks that it's our destiny to evolve into machines, which is exactly what Mia is, a machine. She does not have a soul.
The biggest challenge in this film was to get all of the different realities depicted in the film, and the different acts of the film, and the different locations, to have a kind of tonal consistency. And by that I mean everything in the film, all of the behavior, all of the writing, all of the photography, all of the special effects, and really what the film is ultimately about, should feel like it's in one universe, one dream, one world.
For me, the challenges are how do I bring this character to life emotionally and with veracity? How do I maintain truthfulness in the middle of a very fantastic setting and circumstance, something that hasn't been explored?
The biggest challenge for me was squaring, away my feelings toward Mortlake, because it was confusing at times to be expressing all this hostility towards him when it's kind of a love-hate thing. Am I for this advancement, or am I against it?
I can't stand that guy. I hate him. I hate Mortlake, and I hate Qualia, and I hate everything they stand for. And you know why I don't like him? I don't like people who think they're God, and he thought he was God.
The biggest challenge for me was to make her like me, but a different me, because I am so expressive with my emotions, and when I'm laughing, I laugh out so loud, and when I'm crying, I'm hysterical, and Mia is so much more contained than that. So for me, it was trying to basically put all of my elements into a smaller jar and keep it tight.
Okay, go back to your central position. Lisa, you can pull back and we'll do that all in one.
Let's go from the left, please.
The DP, Lisa Rinsler, and I decided to cut off the big, deep depth of field. We stayed away from trying to show, or even through green screen or computer-generated imagery, a world that was evolved somehow. But the world of the future is going to take place on the web. It's going to take place digitally. People are going to go inside the mind file, inside the digital universe.
It's crazy. It's like, it's exactly what you fantasized. When I was a kid, these kinds of things were, you know, like a telephone that's also a computer, or that's also, you know, it's like Get Smart with a shoe that's also a phone. And now all of that stuff has crossed over into fact, and it's just strange. There's an inevitability about, like, you know, I always had a hunch that science, so-called science fiction, would one day become science fact.
As much as human beings have our pitfalls, which are eminently visible today, our minds and our ability to create is truly astounding, alarming, and transcendent. And I think that there are answers in that I have a little bit more of an idea doing this film, what a big role that's going to play in the future.
Because what we really wanted to show is that the world of the future is an eternal world, a digital world, where consciousness and the exploration of one's being is inside a non-physical universe. The project began as a documentary based on real-world developments in the computer sciences and in technology, nanotechnology, biotechnology, and the exponential explosion of incredibly powerful machines, incredibly powerful tools, computers.
Mortlake originally founded the Qualia Corporation as a computer and robotics company. He quickly expanded their profile to include things like genetics and nanotech, and in the process has done groundbreaking work.
What I'm finding is there's this whole these fascinating free thinkers that are around us that I had no idea existed.
You know, when I first read the script, I thought robots, bad, machines, bad, humans, good. And doing the film has really challenged my prejudices about that.
Real-world futurists and real-world scientists are dealing with many of the issues that the film, which seems so fantastic, they're actually dealing with the implications and the possibilities of our bodies merging with our machines, maybe our last machine.
Without sacrifice, without risk, without action, there is no future. Hey, on the day we decoded the human genome, the critics cheered and said we are now learning to speak in God's language. The day I delivered Mia, the critics wondered, should Mortlake be playing God? And Mortlake answered them, who's playing?
It's in the paper today about someone, you know, cracked the code, I don't know, the genome or whatever. These things are, the floodgates seem to be opening.
Everything that's in the script is not just far-fetched scientific mumbo-jumbo. It is based on research of artificial intelligence. It seems to have a lot of research, a lot of knowledge behind it.
It's the ultimate, like, ambitious vision of eternal life that comes from his harnessing and capturing of consciousness in all of its forms.
There is an effort on some level, and we see this occurring in society, of technology trying at some level to interface with biology. And this is telling a story that is trying to aim in that direction. Is this interface possible? Will this occur? Will it really give us immortality? I
think I believe in death. I think that's sort of the, to try to imagine living forever, that's sort of where my ability to understand what that is ends.
I just would like people to think about it, to be aware of it. I think that's what film serves as. It's a way for other people to be open to different experiences and different concepts and knowledge and just an awareness. And I think that's what this is going to do, let people know that, you know what, this isn't going to be 200 years from now. This is something that's happening now, and what do you think about it?
Mortlake's vision of the mind file and eternal life is the ultimate kind of ambitious vision that will sort of transform everything we know about life. And it's really at the heart of the film.